So, hello, love. You know, there's this thing called love. And of course, I started all of my videos out with that, and I always end it with that. But this particular one is about that. And so, today's message is about the love that we have for a cat. And this cat is a feral cat that for over, well, almost 6 months has come to our house every single night to have its dinner. And we've developed a relationship with it. And both my husband and I are animal people. We love animals, and animals tend to kind of resonate with us as well. So we feel very honored to have this little kitty come to our house. And he's getting a little more comfortable with us, but he's a beautiful cat. And we call him Twilight because that's when he comes to our house. It's usually, from the time it becomes twilight in the evening until even later in the evening, and he'll come by and eat. And then he'll come by later and eat the second part of the food that he didn't eat the first time. So we call him Twilight, and we also have another name for him because he's very elegant and he's a beautiful cat. And we thought he's really quite sophisticated. So we also came up with the name of Bartholomew. So we call him Bartholomew Twilight and Mew for short. Kind of cute, huh? So anyway, he's this beautiful cat, and he is just amazing. One of our cats comes to the window and watches him, and when he looks in our direction, because he looks through a sliding glass door at us, as we stand there watching him after he eats or while he's eating, he'll look at our cat and look up at us, and he'll go back to eating. And we've developed kind of a trusting relationship with him so far. But because he's feral, we just kind of honor him right where he's at. So what it is we do, and what I learned from him is how to honor each other, including animals and the plant life and earth herself, but honor each other just for the differences of who we are. He's very different from the cats that we have. We have two cats that we have inside the house that we've had for 9 years, and they're these beautiful sisters. They're actually from the same litter there, but they're completely different from each other. And he as well is very different than they are. So I know this from relationships with people that I've had, that if we honor each other's differences and just know that that's part of who each other is, and in the honoring in that is a form of love. It's a part of how we tap into who they are and what they are, and honor what it is they believe in and how they live their lives, and knowing full well that they do the same for us. It's like a mutual respect, a mutual honoring of each other. And he wouldn't come to our house every single night if he didn't know that this was a place where he could come and be safely cared for, and where we feed him really good food, and we just honor who he is. And so this is a short message about that, but it's just a profound message where we have so many different things going on in the world right now. And so often what is going on, we don't understand the entire context by which those happenings are occurring, or by which people are supposedly doing what they're doing. But if we take the context and we understand it in a greater way, then we have a greater respect and a greater honoring of each other. We can love each other more dearly and more deeply. And love comes from all kinds of forms. Love has to do with peace and harmony and a sense of uh, oneness with that which we know is greater than us. For me, I have a certain name for it, but it could be the God of your own understanding, and the sense of your highest self. However that shows up for you in your life, may you honor that part of yourself, knowing that there's something greater in you, as you operating in a way in which you can do life in an even greater and more respectful way for those around you, as you respect and honor yourself as well. So I always have a painting here, as you know, and this is one of my neurographic paintings, which it's actually my favorite one of the ones that I have on these 18 by 18-inch boards. But I also teach this work. I teach individual workshops And I teach them in a number of different ways. So I have a workshop coming up. I call it the overarching umbrella, and we'll be like, "What the heck is that?" So I believe the overarching umbrella of everything happens to be love, and from that come from all kinds of different ways. And when we are in this place of here and now in the present, in the presence of who we are in this place of centeredness, then we can access these different aspects of ourselves and also live life in an easier, simpler way in which we honor each other as well. So it's a little bit of what I'm talking about today, and actually it's a lot of what I'm talking about today. But with this particular workshop, I take you through a guided meditation to help you tap into this aspect of yourself. And then we're going to do art from that. So any of you who've taken my classes, this might be, you might understand what I'm doing, kind of how I teach my art. But even if you haven't taken one of my classes, I invite you to join me. I'm going to do it sometime in April. I have the rest of this month is pretty well scheduled out with other things I need to do, but it'll be in April, probably towards the beginning of April. And I'm real excited to teach it to you. I've actually taught it for 9 years in person and also online. So this time the difference is we're adding art to it as well. It'll be a 2-hour workshop, and I think it'll be mightily uh, enlightening to you, something that will bring you closer to who you already are and an understanding of how to live your lives in an even greater way. So, may you love life. May you love someone in your life and love doing something that you love so greatly that it brings you to this place of where you are in honoring that person and honoring yourself at the same time. May it be another person or several people. May it be your neighbors. May it be animals in your life. Could be your animal family or people like, or excuse me, animals like what it is that what we're sharing with our little kitty cat, who we call Twilight, or even with we call it the seeded cafe in our backyard, where I put seed out and have all kinds of birds that come to join us. Today already, I just put seed out about 15 minutes ago. We have pigeons out there, doves, all kinds of little birds, woodpeckers, robins. That's what happens this time of year. We also have red-winged blackbirds, sometimes an entire flock, which come and eat everything up, and then nothing else is left for anything else. So we just kind of, it's just kind of like whoever gets there gets to eat it. Also, the squirrels come, and so do the rabbits at times. And occasionally there's a raccoon that makes his way through late at night and eats up whatever anybody else has left behind. So we have a lot of little critters and some that are a little bit bigger, and we have the seeded cafe, and it's in our backyard. So may I live you seeds by which that you can enjoy your week, enjoy your day a little bit better. And that's always my intention for reaching out to any of you and letting you know, as my grandma used to say, leaving you with her saying, which always still resonates with me, even though she's been gone a long time. But she always said, love you bunches. Bye for now.